Love the Ravens as much as we do? Then smash that subscribe button and stay locked in with Flock News for all the drama, updates, and excitement all season long. It finally happened. After weeks of speculation, endless talk shows, and fan theories lighting up social media, SHEDEUR Sanders has made the call that could reshape not only his career, but potentially the entire landscape of the NFL quarterback scene. According to sources close to the situation, SHEDEUR has officially accepted what's being described as an irresistible offer from the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, you heard that right, the Ravens. A team already stacked with talent, already blessed with Lamar Jackson, somehow managed to convince one of the most talked-about college prospects in recent memory to take their deal. The football world is spinning right now. Was this about legacy, about business, or about something deeper, like SHEDEUR's hunger to prove he belongs among the elite? The buzz began late last night when insiders started whispering about a major announcement brewing around the Sanders camp, and by morning, every major outlet was running with the same headline: SHEDEUR to Baltimore. Fans are split between disbelief and pure excitement, and the NFL community is already asking the biggest question of all: how will this decision reshape the Ravens' future? The rumors had been swirling for months, but few people thought it would actually happen this soon. SHEDEUR Sanders was still lighting it up at Colorado, breaking records, commanding the spotlight, and turning college football Saturdays into a personal highlight reel. But behind the scenes, things were heating up fast. The Ravens, reportedly impressed by his poise, arm talent, and leadership, had been quietly laying the groundwork for what now looks like a masterstroke. The offer, according to insiders, wasn't just about money. It was about opportunity, mentorship, and the long game. Imagine walking into a locker room led by Lamar Jackson, a former MVP, and learning firsthand from one of the league's most electric players. That's the kind of environment that can turn raw talent into superstardom. People close to SHEDEUR say he was drawn by the challenge, by the idea of stepping into a winning culture and absorbing everything he can. It's not just a deal, it's a statement. SHEDEUR isn't here to coast. He's here to build something special. Now, let's be real. This move shocked just about everyone. Even the Ravens' own fan base didn't see it coming. Lamar Jackson is locked in, at the peak of his powers, and Baltimore's offense is humming. So why bring in another high-profile quarterback? That's the twist everyone's trying to figure out. Some insiders say this is Baltimore playing the long game, securing a dynamic young prospect who can either develop under Jackson or eventually become a key trade piece. Others think it's deeper, a sign that the Ravens are future-proofing their franchise, ensuring that when the torch needs to be passed, it won't be a scramble. And then there's the Sanders factor. Dion, Coach Prime, has been heavily involved in guiding his son's every career move, emphasizing not just talent but brand, vision, and control. If there's one family that knows how to keep people guessing, it's the Sanders family. Every move they make feels intentional, strategic, and larger than life. So, what does this mean for Lamar, for the Ravens, and for SHEDEUR's journey? We're about to find out. Behind the scenes, whispers suggest that this irresistible offer came with more than just a contract. Sources claim the Ravens presented a multi-layered package that included mentorship guarantees, brand-building opportunities, and a long-term development plan tailored specifically to SHEDEUR's skill set. We're talking about a deal designed not just to recruit him, but to mold him into the next big thing. Baltimore's front office has always been calculated, and this move fits their DNA: quiet, deliberate, and explosively effective when it hits the public eye. Insiders say the pitch that sealed the deal wasn't about playing time, but about potential. The chance to learn behind Lamar, to study under a franchise that's been consistently competitive, and to grow within a system that values mobility, vision, and precision. For SHEDEUR, who's been raised in a culture of excellence, that message hit home. It's not about sitting on the bench. It's about building a legacy from the ground up. If that's true, then this could go down as one of the smartest moves of his young career. Of course, not everyone's buying it. Critics are already questioning the fit. Why would a rising star like SHEDEUR choose to enter a situation already dominated by a superstar quarterback? Is this really the best move for his career trajectory? Those are fair questions, but anyone who's followed the Sanders playbook knows that every decision has layers. This isn't about immediate gratification. It's about positioning, timing, and branding. By joining Baltimore, SHEDEUR aligns himself with a team known for discipline, toughness, and consistency, traits that perfectly complement his confident, sometimes flashy personality. And let's not forget the media machine. The Sanders name brings attention, ratings, and conversation. The Ravens, one of the league's most respected organizations, get not only a potential future star, but also a surge of spotlight that few franchises could handle gracefully. It's a partnership of power, prestige, and purpose. The real story isn't just the signing, it's what it represents. Meanwhile, social media has absolutely exploded. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are flooded with reactions, from Ravens fans screaming, "We got him," to Colorado supporters heartbroken but proud. Hashtags like #SHEDEUR to Baltimore and #Ravens Future are trending, and every sports commentator has an opinion. Some say SHEDEUR just made the boldest career decision since Patrick Mahomes entered the league. Others call it risky, maybe even reckless. But love it or hate it, everyone's talking. The Sanders brand thrives on energy, and this move delivered exactly that. It's pure chaos in the best possible way. The Ravens' official channels haven't released a formal statement yet, which only adds to the suspense. Is there an introductory press conference coming? Will we see SHEDEUR in purple and black anytime soon? Whatever the timeline, one thing's clear. This move isn't just football, it's showtime. And when the Sanders family steps into the spotlight, the whole world tunes in. Now that the dust is starting to settle, the conversation has shifted from what just happened to what happens next. What does SHEDEUR-Sanders' arrival mean for the Ravens quarterback room? Will this be a friendly mentorship between Lamar Jackson and the young prodigy? Or is this the beginning of a slow, calculated transition? Those are the questions insiders are scrambling to answer. Some sources close to the team suggest Lamar himself gave his blessing, seeing this as a chance to help groom the next generation. Others believe it's part of a bigger, more strategic plan by Baltimore's front office, a move to ensure that no matter what happens in the future, they've got a ready-made successor in place. And let's be real, if you're SHEDEUR, this is the dream setup. Learn from one of the most dynamic QBs in the game, work with one of the best coaching staffs in the league, and step into an organization that knows how to win. It's chess, not checkers, and SHEDEUR just made a power move. Meanwhile, Coach Prime's fingerprints are all over this decision. Deion Sanders has always said he wants his sons to make bold moves, not safe ones. From Jackson State to Colorado, every step in SHEDEUR's journey has been about proving people wrong and defying expectations. Now, joining the Baltimore Ravens, that same mentality continues. Insiders close to the Sanders family say Deion was deeply involved in the negotiation process, ensuring his son landed somewhere that values culture, discipline, and legacy as much as talent. This isn't just another football contract. It's a continuation of the Prime blueprint. Play great, inspire millions, and control your own narrative. And let's not forget, Deion knows the business side of sports better than almost anyone. He's been the superstar, the headline, the brand. With SHEDEUR stepping into Baltimore's spotlight, there's no doubt Coach Prime will be guiding from afar, helping his son navigate the NFL media storm that's already building. If the Sanders playbook stays true to form, this move is just chapter 1 in a much bigger story that's still being written. Ravens fans, for their part, are buzzing with cautious excitement. The idea of pairing Lamar Jackson with SHEDEUR-Sanders almost feels unreal, like a Madden fantasy roster come to life. The locker room dynamic will be fascinating. Will SHEDEUR push Lamar in practice? Will Lamar mentor him? Or will friendly competition drive both to elevate their games? People forget that Baltimore has always thrived on internal competition. Iron sharpens iron. Coaches love players who challenge each other, who keep the fire burning. And SHEDEUR, with his swagger and precision, brings that spark. His presence alone could ignite something special. Imagine Lamar watching this young gunsling passes in training camp. That's motivation. And from a strategic standpoint, the Ravens just secured insurance against injuries or future contract complications. It's a win-win. But at the same time, it raises the stakes. Every pass, every play, every headline will be scrutinized. Baltimore isn't just a team anymore, it's a storyline. The Ravens' nest just got a lot louder, and every NFL camera is pointed their way. There's also the business angle, and let's be honest, that's where this story gets even more interesting. The Ravens know the power of the Sanders brand. We're talking about a name that moves numbers, jersey sales, ticket demand, social media engagement, you name it. SHEDEUR's presence could attract a younger audience, bring a new wave of fans to Baltimore, and create a marketing storm unlike anything the team has seen. Think about it. Lamar Jackson and SHEDEUR Sanders, two generational quarterbacks on the same roster. That's not just football, that's entertainment. Some analysts believe the Ravens are setting themselves up for a media renaissance, blending elite athletic performance with mainstream attention. The team's digital presence is already buzzing, and sources inside the organization say they're preparing for an unprecedented level of interest. This is how modern franchises think, not just about touchdowns and trophies, but about relevance and reach. The Ravens may have just pulled off one of the smartest business plays of the decade, and the NFL world can't stop talking about it. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens. And hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. But even with all the hype, there's an undercurrent of pressure that can't be ignored. For SHEDEUR, this isn't college anymore. This is the NFL, and the expectations are sky high. Every throw, every snap, every decision will be dissected by analysts, fans, and doubters. Can he handle the spotlight? Can he live up to the Sanders legacy while carving out his own identity? Those are the tests ahead. Yet, if history has shown us anything, it's that SHEDEUR thrives under pressure. From high school dominance to college stardom, he's always answered critics with performance. This next step, though, is different. The Ravens are built on grit, accountability, and quiet excellence. If SHEDEUR embraces that culture, mixes his flash with Baltimore's grind, he could evolve into something truly special. Some players chase fame, others chase greatness. SHEDEUR, by all accounts, seems to be chasing both. And that's what makes this story so compelling. This isn't the end of a journey. It's the beginning of an empire in the making. So here we are, standing at the start of a new era. The ink is dry, the rumors are reality, and the NFL has a brand new headline to obsess over. SHEDEUR Sanders, officially a Raven. It's a move that feels equal parts bold and brilliant, one that blurs the line between football and legacy. From Colorado's bright lights to Baltimore's black and purple, SHEDEUR now steps onto one of the biggest stages in sports with the world watching. Whether this turns into a dynasty-defining moment or a wild experiment, only time will tell. But one thing's certain, the Ravens just got a lot more interesting, and the NFL just got a lot louder. Somewhere, Coach Prime is smiling, knowing that his son has once again done what the Sanders family does best: dominate the spotlight, rewrite the script, and leave everyone else scrambling to catch up. So buckle up, because the SHEDEUR Sanders era in Baltimore has officially begun, and if you thought the story ended with the signature, think again. This is just the start of something bigger, bolder, and absolutely electric. Speculation about the strategic ramifications continues to dominate conversations, with defensive coordinators across the league reportedly brainstorming ways to counter Gardner's dominance, while simultaneously preparing their own teams for the ripple effect his presence will create. Rumors suggest that every opponent of the Ravens may need to adjust game plans, draft strategies, and even off-season priorities, knowing that Gardner's skill set represents a disruptive force capable of altering the competitive balance. Analysts are dissecting film, examining tendencies, and projecting scenarios where Gardner could single-handedly change the course of playoff races, championships, and legacy discussions. Meanwhile, fan engagement has reached unprecedented levels, with live streams, podcasts, and social media channels devoted entirely to Gardner's potential impact, creating a feedback loop of hype, analysis, and rumor that feeds itself continuously. Fantasy football discussions are being recalibrated, quarterbacks are being scrutinized, and receiver matchups are now part of a broader narrative influenced by one player's presence. In short, the NFL landscape is shifting in real time, and the Ravens have positioned themselves at the epicenter of this change, leveraging Gardner's talent, leadership, and aura to craft a storyline that promises suspense, drama, and excitement for an entire season, all built around the possibility that one elite cornerback could redefine the trajectory of a franchise and leave a lasting mark on the league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.